The first page you see will be your week 1, week 2, beginning of class announcements. Informing the parents of who we are, what we do is extremely important. Remember, they're consumers, they're shopping around, they're looking at our basketball program, they're looking at other programs. We want them to stay with us. So, part of your job is public speaking. Opening night, you might have 20 children in your class. They might have brought 1 or 2 parents. You're looking at anywhere from 40 to 60 people that you're going to be communicating in front of. So it's public speaking, it gets a little nerve-wracking. What you're going to be doing is just following this. For example, if I were teaching, and I do open up the basketball classes, I would say, and I'm going to let you paraphrase, I'm going to say, hey parents, welcome to class. My name is Coach Kathy. I'm going to be your children's coach every Thursday night here at this location. And welcome to the Young Champions basketball program. Okay? Then I look down at my next point. Parents, I'd like to announce class times. This class is going to be every Thursday night. The first class, 5:30 to 6:10, and that's for ages 5, 6, 7. The next class, 6:15 to 6:55. I'm shooting off my head on this. You're going to have a flyer that's highlighted for your location so you can give out the proper information. Okay? Parents, your kids are going to need to bring a basketball every week. Please make sure they have their name on it. I sell them here. You can get one from me or you can get one from the store. I do size your child so that they get the proper size basketball. We have junior, intermediate, and official size basketballs. Students are going to learn all the skills necessary to enjoy and play basketball. I'm going to teach them how to dribble, pass, shoot, rebound. I'm going to teach them offense, defense, some strategy. We're actually going to play half-court games and some full-court games. Perfect attendance is going to be rewarded at the end of the session. What I'm going to do, parents, is next week I'm going to have a roster on the table. When you come in every week, please check in on the roster as well as the sign-in sheets. I need to know that your child's here so they get credit for being here. If they give perfect attendance, they actually get a nice medallion at the end of the session. If you miss a class for whatever reason, you can take 2 classes. Your child can take 2 classes to do a makeup lesson. All you got to do is let the parent helper know what's going on. If you're paying weekly, please play with the exact amount. I can't break $20 bills. Please have the exact amount, $6. Also, anyone interested in helping me out every week, I'd love to have your help. Wear sweats, t-shirts, shorts, whatever you're comfortable in. Jump on the court and help me out. I really could use the help and I'd really appreciate it. Okay, parents. Okay, now instructors, you got that? That's it right there. That's all your dialogue. Okay, and then you have end of class announcements, which you will cover. Now, when you go into the basketball curriculum, I'm not going to read all this. I do want you to go through here and digest it before you open up your class. These are principles behind everything we do and the reason we do it in a certain order. The classes are set up with drills first, which can have all the ball handling skills going on, the drills. Then we go into some partner activities. Okay? Then we go into some group activities on the court, and then we wrap it up with half-court games every week. Even week 1, the kids get to play maybe just the last 10 minutes of class. They're playing half-court games. So, gentlemen and ladies, if you're in a basketball gym with, let's say you're lucky and you've got 6 hoops, you've got full length, and then you've got 2 mid-courts running this way, and you've got 6 basketball hoops, that's technically 6 stations you can work off of. If I have, let's say I've got 30 kids in my first class, I can have 5 children at each station working on something. We don't want them waiting in line too long waiting for their turn. We've got them once a week, 40 minutes. We want to keep them real busy. This explains a lot. I just want you to read through it before you're ready to go. Also, a little bit about the importance of following your outline. Please turn to the next page. And the next page, go all the way to your teaching outline. Okay. We start out with a warm-up, we go into stretching. Then we do bouncing the ball, crossovers, dribbling drills, partner activities, shooting the ball. We go into our stations. When we get into shooting the ball, rebounds, layups. We move into half-court games. And then if you want, you can wrap up, depending on your time frame. If the kids are getting tired of half-court games, you can give them 1 or 2 minutes of free shooting, okay, to kind of finish up the night. The kids are going to remember the last 20 minutes of your class. You don't see them again for another 7 days. They're going to remember the end portion of your class. It's got to be dynamite. It's got to be a lot of fun, very exciting and challenging, because that's going to be the last thing in their head when they leave your class, that they had an awesome time. They can't wait to come back to Coach Jesse's class next week. Okay? So the beginning of class is drills. Not that exciting, but they're necessary. Then we move into some other activities. We're starting to have a lot of fun now. We're starting to get challenging, and then we wrap it up with, again, half-court games or something very exciting, partner activities, etc. All right, you guys get yourself a whistle. You're gonna start using the whistle. Set the rules quickly with the kids. When you're trying to get their attention and you blow the whistle, that means hold the ball, period, hold the ball. Okay. Now, I'm gonna actually teach you guys like you're in my first class week 1. So what I would do is this. Okay, kids, everybody on the court, put your balls down the center of the court, let's go. Put your balls, let's go. There you go. Okay, terrific. Okay, kids, everybody over here. And basically what you guys are going to do, I'm not going to make you work out too hard, but you would have your students jog around the court on your whistle. Go. Broken back? Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. No, that's painful. Okay, so this is taking longer than I had hoped. Turn around, go the other way. Now your kids are faster. They're going to make it all the way around the court. And it'll happen sometime today. And then go ahead and stop. Okay, then the next thing you guys are going to have your kids do is when they're all huffing and puffing, they're standing right here, you're going to say, okay, kids, the next thing I want you guys to do is hands up on the balls of the feet, going this way, side step, stay light, hands up, go all the way around the court, go. La, 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 let's pretend you went. Okay, stop. When they get halfway, coaches, blow the whistle, have them come back right here. Then, good job, kids, come get your basketballs. Let's go, get your basketball. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. Get your basketball and...
My ball, get away.
Make sure you've got your ball. Okay.
I gotta push somebody.
Okay, let's start stretching. Go ahead and just set your ball down by you. And coaches, this is where you go into your leg stretches, etc. This is where you can bond with your kids. You can talk to them while you're stretching. Ask them, you know, who went, if it's summertime, hey, who went down to the beach boogie boarding this weekend? Ask questions that require a raise of the hand. Do not ask questions that require long, lengthy answers. Do not let the children dominate the airspace. Okay, switch. Don't ask little kids too many things. They'll tell you about Uncle Jack's fishing trip. One leg forward, one leg back. Again, you're doing the stretching. Okay, what I've done is I'm doing a warm-up and a stretching. This gives time for late kids coming on the court to sign in on my registration slips and sign in on the sign-in sheets and take care of registration. Okay, then I say, okay, kids, everybody stand up. Now hold on. You now, coaches, would go over to your registration table. You want to get your sign-in sheets on a clipboard. I've got the white sign-in sheet, which shows the kids paying weekly. I got the yellow one, which shows them paying in full. You want to make sure everyone signs in. When they forget to sign in, you're losing revenue. You get paid $1 per student. Okay? So what I do is I say, okay, when I call your name, have a seat. And I go down the line, and the kids start sitting down. I go down the line on this one, kids start sitting down. Anybody still standing, I say, okay, kids, come on over. Parents, if your child's standing, come on over to the table. I take the parents and the kids over to the table, and I get them to sign in, and if it's a parent who's paying $6, I collect that money. Okay, now I can begin class. For the first couple weeks, you know what, this takes a little bit of time. However, when the parents realize you're going to stop class to handle business, they start getting on top of it, and they start signing in like they're supposed to.
Should you not be allowing the IOUs?
No IOUs. If it's chronic, then absolutely not. If you've got one parent that says, you know what, I ran out of checks, can I pay you next week? On the roster for that week, you're going to put O's. You can allow just one IOU. Okay? If it gets chronic, the kid, they can't participate in the program. We just can't have that. Okay? Any more questions on that? Okay. But you've got to start out right away, taking roll, get them in the habit of signing in, because you want to make sure you get paid for every student there. And especially sometimes parents will walk in and they'll not want to pay their $6 for whatever reason, or I've seen this happen, they'll give the $6 to their older child drop the kid off at the curb, the older child walks in, sneaks into class, and pockets the $6. So you got to shake them down for that. Okay? We get that same situation in karate. So now I've taken care of roll, I go back, put my stuff down, and now I can begin. As coaches, we need to figure out the fastest way to coordinate our students and get them going. I like to use sidelines and court lines. For example, okay kids, everybody pick up your basketball. Okay? Good. And my announcements, of course, I've already covered that I'm Coach Kathy. I'm covering all my announcements, projecting to the parents. My kids are sitting down. I'm getting business taken care of. Follow the announcements. Then, okay kids, everybody line up on the sideline. Let's go. Great, and spread out please. Now some of you are going to have big classes, and the sidelines you might have to wrap them around the end lines. The whole idea is to give the kids some space, okay? Now, okay students, this is what we're going to do first. Put your left leg forward, right leg back. Bend the knees just a little bit. Take the right hand, we're going to bounce with the right hand, and let's not slap. We don't want to slap the basketball. We want to push the basketball. We don't want to go way down here, and we don't want to go way up here. We want to keep it comfortable right about here. Okay, now look straight ahead and start bouncing. Go, look straight ahead, control the ball, feel the ball. Excellent, excellent. Good job, you guys. Okay, coaches, stop. Basically, every time you're working with your kids, you need to be up and down that line. Again, the parents are watching. How good of a coach are you? Are you aware of all your students? Are you making corrections? Especially if it's their child, they want to see you walk up to their child and correct their child immediately. They're very critical of their child. They're going to be very critical of you. Okay, so really get involved. The kids also want to hear a lot of coaching from you. They want to hear you say, good job, keep going, you're looking great, nice, coordinate, whatever. Come up with things. They like to hear dialogue. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, kids, now we're going to take the left hand, put the right leg forward, left hand bouncing, and look straight ahead. Feel the ball on the hand. Go. There you go. Nice hands over here. Nice hands. Put your back foot back down. Good. There you go. Oh, put one leg forward, one leg back. A little bit more. Thank you. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, stop. Okay, now this is week 1. Let's say you get to week 4. You want them to do this with their eyes closed. Okay, that's another challenging thing you can do with it. The next thing we would go into is crossovers. So I'm saying, okay, students, here we go. Oh, and by the way, sometimes you're going to have kids who don't want to buy a basketball. They've got one at home. They didn't bring it. They're going to have to partner up. So have them stand in line with another student and just have them share. Okay? Okay, kids, next we're going to do a crossover. And what I want you to do with this one is, again, bend down a little bit, legs out, and just go back and forth. Go. Put a little bend in the knees, a little bend in the knees. There you go. That's it, looking good. Look ahead, try to look straight ahead. Nice job over here. Very good. Okay, coaches, stop. Again, I'm hustling, I'm up and down my line, I'm acknowledging my students, I'm letting them know if they're doing well, I give them positive feedback. If I need to make any corrections, I'm giving corrective feedback. Okay? Then the next thing I do, I go into my drills. Okay? Now, the key here, coaches, is you do not want the kids you don't want more than 3 children per line. I don't want long lines because the kids get bored. They're stagnant, they're not learning, they're not doing anything, and parents notice this. The kids get fidgety and fussy. So, if I've got 30 kids in my first class, I'm going to go 10 lines of 3 each. Remember, help organize your students by using the end line first. So what I would do, I want a smooth transition. I'm going to start right here. She'd start right there, and I'd go out right about to here. 2 cones per line. Remember, my end line is the starting point where the kids are going to line up. I'm going to use the full length of the court. No more than 3 children per line. We want the lines moving. They get plenty of practice time. We only get them 1 day a week, 40 minutes. Very important to have them busy. Okay, Let's go. I need 2 kids over here. Let's go, 2 of you. 1, 2. Line up right here. And what you guys have to do is hustle to get your kids in line. There, 1, 2 right here. Let's have you and you go right here. Perfect. Good job, guys. Excellent. Thank you. 2 right here. And 2 right here. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. All right. Now, okay, students, this is what we're going to do. You're going to dribble with your right hand first. You're going to do a figure 8. Oh, and by the way, coaches, when you're demonstrate, if I've got a full line here and a full line here, I want to demonstrate right in the center. I don't want to demonstrate what I'm doing way over here because I'm going to lose those kids down there. I got to demonstrate right in the center right here. All right, now, right hand, all you guys are going to do is dribble, dribble around the cones, turn, come back, dribble, dribble, and then tag your partner and he goes. Got it? Okay, everybody, go. Good hustle here, nice control.